Wes, I think you hold the record for number of topics that you've tweeted to me that go on to be actual videos here on my channel. And it's like you're in tune with my mind. You know what's going to get my rain juices going. Get me just pissed off at something like this. Anyway, let me just go ahead and read this article that Wes sent to me. I'll leave a link for it in the video description, and then we'll have a discussion afterwards. Alright, I don't need to explain it much more than what you see on the title, and the title of this alone is going to set you off anyways. And I'll put up some still shots, and we'll go through this. Anyways, let's get to it. Frosty Fatwa. Saudi cleric bans snowmen. Dear God. Do you want to build a snowman? You'd love to? Well, that's too bad, at least according to Saudi Arabia's Sheikh Mohammed Salil al-Munajid. Sorry if I mispronounced that name to holy hell. Anyways, I'll just call him Sheikh Mohammed from here on out. According to Saudi Arabia's Sheikh Mohammed, a prominent cleric. With snow covering the highland areas of the Tabuk province in Saudi Arabia, there's not much else to do with the fluffy white stuff other than build snowmen and snow camels. And I'll put some pictures up of what has been tweeted out from Saudi Arabians. Anyway, but with the photos of snow people and snow camels popping up everywhere, Sheikh Mohammed made it clear that Islamic teachings strictly prohibit the practice. Asked whether the unusually snowy winter in Saudi Arabia meant that parents could build snowmen with their children, Sheikh Mohammed delivered this bad news. Quote, "It's not permitted to make a statue out of snow, even by the way of play and fun," Sheikh Mohammed said. He also pointed out that making images of humans and animals, anything with a soul, is strictly off limits. Quote, "God has given people space to make whatever they want, which does not have a soul, including trees, ships, fruits, buildings, and so on," he added. If you think that sounds slightly depressing, you're not alone. Quote, we have snow for fleeting days, maybe even hours. And there is always someone who wants to rob us of joy and fun, wrote a blogger who identified by Golf News as Michal, who also added, quote, "It seems that the only thing left for us to do is sit down and drink coffee." But Sheikh Mohammed has his supporters. Here's one of them. Quote, building snowmen is imitating the infidels. It promotes lustiness and eroticism, wrote one person according to Reuters. In the wake of this raucous debate on social media sparked by this fatwa, Sheikh Mohammed weighed in again and walked back on his comments, sort of. On Twitter, Sheikh Mohammed noted that snowy objects can be made so long as they don't have human or animal features, specifically a model with no head or obliterated features is perfectly fine. Okay, if you want to read the rest of the article, it's in the video description. Let me just put up the picture again of that one father with his son and the snow camel in the background. How on earth does anyone find that? Alright, let's get to the root of the problem here. It's a religion that's taken itself way too goddamn seriously. And I know not everyone who's a follower of Islam is going to be that strict to say, oh yeah, oh no, I'm against building snowmen too. That's ridiculous, you can't have that. But the fact that a prominent cleric or anyone in the religion speaks out in such a way is just absolutely asinine. It's just beyond ridiculous. It's just a snowman. Alright? Forget what your stupid ass teachings taught you, because even in the Christian Bible, there's stuff that Christians that are the most Bible-loving Christians there is, that see stuff in the Bible and go, alright, that's a bit ridiculous. Yeah, we don't need to drag an infidel out in public and throw stones at him and stuff like that. Stuff that's really off the wall. Alright? It's okay to take your holy scripture and not take it to a T. To do so is to just constantly live in the dark ages. It promotes lustiness. It supports the infidels. It's a goddamn snowman. Again, get off your holy high horse and just realize it's just a snowman. It's just a snow camel. It's just a father and a son doing something fun in the wintertime that damn near every other corner of civilized anything in this planet does. Human-wise, not like animals build snowmen. But anyway, I find it kind of weird that Islamic law prohibits creating some sort of sculpture. I mean, it's kind of what he's getting. It's like some sort of sculpture that has a human soul. Because I could have sworn I've seen in a lot of Islamic protests someone building like an effigy of George W. Bush, light it on fire, and then like beating it with a stick, or like lighting an American flag on fire and beating it with that. Anyways, I know they're probably going to say, well, George W. Bush doesn't have a soul, so it doesn't count. But anyway, this is probably one of the most ridiculous things that I've seen perpetuated by someone of a high-ranking practice in faith. It blows my mind that they would even feel the need, he would even feel the need to speak up against this and be like, oh, remember people, building something out of snow that has a soul is against Islamic law. I'm sorry, I can't believe I still live in a world where something this goddamn ridiculous is happening. I can't comprehend it. My mind doesn't comprehend the words that I just said. Someone of high rank in a religion is telling children that you can't build snowmen. What is going on in this world? What's happening? This just saddens me. It's just one of the many reasons why I hate religion. Well, not necessarily hate religion, but why I will never see myself being a practitioner of any sort of religion ever again in my life. I'm just gonna like, wow, whew, I'm glad I'm not lumped in with those religious people anymore. And anyways, I'm sure the majority of followers of Islam don't agree with this ridiculous shit, but again, the fact that a prominent cleric is voicing this publicly is ridiculous. It's just beyond ridiculous. Anyways, have a good day, everyone. And in Saudi Arabia, if it's snowing, build a goddamn snowman. Build a snowman and do it with no fear of the wrath of Allah. Have a good day, everyone.